Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light, and here we are. For those of you who picked pile number 1 in the love piles. Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light. For those of you who picked pile number 1 in the love piles, and this beautiful rose quartz, which is love. Carry this around with you if you have a broken heart or if you're seeking love. This is sure to give you some hope and healing energy. All right, let us see what we got for you in this pile. So I pre-shuffled, obviously, and I pre-picked everything. I love you is your card. And it's parked in the red zone. Ooh, why you parked in the red zone? Let's see. What does that mean? Let's see. Happiness. Oh, okay. We're starting okay. Fertility. Red zone it is not. Okay. Okay, let's start this again. I'm going to do it like that. Okay. Hello, my beautiful warriors of light. For those of you who picked pile number 1 in this beautiful full rose quartz, we all know rose quartz is compassion and love. If you're brokenhearted or if you're grieving, it's always a beautiful stone to keep close to your heart. I know this is a bit big, but keep it in your pocket or get yourself a rose quartz that's small and a pendant. It also attracts love as well. Here we go. Pile number 1. Let's go. I've already pre-selected all the cards. I don't know what the cards are except for these. So let's look. I love you with a little, oh, there's a little band-aid on it. And it says parked in the red zone. What does that mean for you? Pile number 1. Let's see, let's see. Fertility. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Happiness. Awesome. The sun. Sorry, it took me a while. The sun. Shine. Wow, this is beautiful reading. Sacral chakra. Interesting, interesting. The Ace of Wands. Wow, this is super powerful reading. Hidden Beauty. Unfinished Symphony. Milk and Honey. Oh my God. And A Time to Go. Maybe this has to do with this. So let's look at this. Interesting. I mean, it's very positive. So from what I'm understanding from this deck is here it's like I parked in the red zone and there's a little band-aid on the U, right? So perhaps you are in a relationship, or you're not, or you're single, but in this case, I'm just gonna say if you're in a relationship and there's a little hiccup in it. Because of this little band-aid on the U and parked in the red zone. Perhaps you are trying to have a child and it's not working right now, because the sacral chakra is actually that, right? It's like it's your creativity, your expression, but it's also your sexuality, and it's also your reproductive organs. So there's a few scenarios. So some of you are in a relationship and you're trying to get pregnant and it's not really working. And it's time to go. But I mean, I'm not saying you have to break up, but maybe it's time to start to think of yourself and of what you really want. Fertility doesn't have to only mean pregnancy in this case. It could also be that you're in this relationship and you're wanting to birth a new path, or you're changing who you are. You're a different person. Let's say you're waking up onto a new, like you have new vitality in your life. You're feeling this drive to go on a new path. And you're being held back because there's an unfinished symphony here. So there's something missing. There's like either like you've been together for a long time or you just starting out, but there's this like part of you that is not feeling satisfied. Right? Like you're sitting on this cosmic egg, which could also relate to fertility. But you're sitting here and it's like the music's been playing, it's like going on and on, this music, and it's like, it's always the same thing. Like your relationship is just always the same thing. And you kind of find yourself in this situation where you're like hiding. You're not wanting to see the reality of this. Because ultimately you just want to be happy, right? So that's some of you, and others I feel like this is really indicative of this whole reading actually. And I'm looking at it and it's like there's some beautiful cards, there's some very profound cards here. So parked in the red zone means that you're not taking care of you in this relationship. You could also be single and you're parked in the red zone and you're not like opening your aura, right? You're not letting yourself shine the divine light that you are. And it's like it's coming in and advising you that you are important. You need to shine, not someone else, right? You are the milk and the honey of this relationship. You deserve the milk and the honey. Like you deserve this rainbow life. Like it's interesting, there's two rainbows here, right? You deserve all this powerful energy of light. You deserve this alignment. And that's what it is. I'm feeling a little bit, there's a misalignment in this relationship. And like I said, there could be like someone trying to have a baby in the relationship, or you're wanting to adopt, or it's like that's one of the scenarios. Another one is that you're trying to you're in a relationship where it's just like, whatever. It's just not going anywhere. It's just the same. It's the same melody. It's the same orchestra. It's the same song. It's just like, you know, even here, it's like, it's just the same. And you're almost staying in this cocoon. But you just want to be happy, right? I mean, that's your goal in the end, right? And it's saying you need to, if you want to shine your light, and if you want to find peace and harmony within yourself, you need to start to think about yourself. Because this card also denotes that. It's also not only like hiding away, it's also finding who you are, knowing who you are. Like, it's an inner knowing that she could be comfortably naked there. It's to like really look at the naked truth of the situation. Because this one is here and it's like, it's time to go. It's time to go, because if this is what you're seeking, why would you stay in a relationship that is just this like ongoing, the same song is just replaying and replaying and replaying, right? Sometimes you pause and you fast forward and it's like, okay, this is better now. And then you play again, right? And it's the same and the same and the same. And some people will rewind this. And then, they'll go back to the past of what it was and when we first started. But that's not the way it works, right? I mean, there's no way that it works, but this is just how I'm seeing it in the cards. Like, or there's like some of you that are single and you're not allowing the light to come in. Like your aura is closed. Like you're closing yourself in because of past like relationships that were not good. So you're like, I'm gonna park myself in the red zone, which is interesting. Code Rouge. Anyways, red zone, right? Yeah, so I believe this pile number 1, it's super deep, and it's advising you or guiding you towards looking within yourself and finding your light. Finding this light that's within you and remembering that in the end, this is what you want and it's all about you, right? Because it is really, even when you're in a relationship, even if you have children, it is really about you, your happiness. If you're happy, then your children are happy, right? Everyone else is happy. If you're not happy, then it's like reverberates in the household. And sometimes it's time to let go. It's time to go. Because maybe going is like giving you this new vitality. And will bring you this milk and honey that you deserve, right? Milk and honey is like denoting like happiness and abundance and prosperity, but also like there's someone in here. I just like, wow. Okay. Pile number 1, we have some inner work to do. Inner work to do. Whether you're with someone and you're trying to have a child and it's not working out because the other partner doesn't want to have a child, or it's just not working out with the child, or you're in a relationship and you're listening to the same song over and over again and you're just not listening to your inner knowingness, or whether you're single and you're closing yourself off, you're not shining your light. So pile number 1, you can do this. I believe in you. All right, I love you. Hi there, whoever picked pile number 2 in this beautiful heart-shaped rose quartz. Rose quartz, like I said in the first one, it's all about compassion, it's love, it's the stone of unconditional love. Carry it around with you if you're heartbroken, or if you're feeling down or sad, or if you're in love, if you're seeking love, carry this with you and your love will come. So let's see what is going on with pile number 2. So iloveyou.com, that's pretty nice. I always knew we'd click. Aww. I always knew we'd click. That's really cute. Okay, so I think pile number 2, I had a lot of cards come out for you guys, but we'll see what goes here. Well-being, nice. 5 of Pentacles, feeling alone. The Death card. The 8 of Swords, helpless and hopeless. The 4 of Pentacles, yeah, open up. Oh, lots of cards. Intimacy. Woman of Light. Distant Shores. Lots of messages here. Imagine. Round and Round. Blessed. Pretty. Beautiful. Well, I'm getting lots of messages here. I won't lie, because this already is like telling me I always knew we'd click. So right away I thought like websites and online matching, whatever you call those, matchmaking sites, right? Or whatever. That you've met someone through that, or you meet people through that. And it's interesting because there's this feeling of I'm getting from love, pile number 2, that they're it's really actually wow, because distant shores, right? Like they're away, like across the ocean or across another city or whatever. But when you're on these sites, right, whatever it is, Bumble, Tinder, I don't know these sites, whatever they are, right? It's not like sometimes it's within the certain kilometers that you meet these people, but sometimes it's people like outside, right? Or some people are just visiting, and so they're living in the country. So it's really interesting. But it could be anything, right? You could be on some matchmaking site, or you're just online and you're on Facebook and you meet someone and they're like living in Uruguay, right? And you're in Canada. So it's like, wow. But there's this like, and you're seeking intimacy, right? You're seeking intimacy. But there's this feeling of loneliness with the 5 of Pentacles and the 8 of Swords. Like they're alone. There's light, and she's carrying light. So there's hope. But there's this feeling of you're not feeling 100%. You're not. This is some of you again. There's like even like this is death and this is transformation card, but for this group, I'm feeling it's like you're almost holding back. You're holding yourself back on these sites, or you're not finding satisfaction, and you're always like seeking something else. Like there's so much choice out there, and I get it, and there's so much choice. Is there so much choice? But there's like a lot of platforms that you can find people, because let's be real, it's lockdown and we're not really meeting people socially. But there's like a little part of you that wants to like open up, right? That wants and is very daring, right? And that you go onto these sites and you don't care if they live across the ocean or across the way, because you're seeking intimacy, but at the same time you're feeling kind of stuck, right? You're not finding the right people. And you keep going round and round and round, right? Like this nautilus. It's just like and it's almost like you're so persistent. You know, the nautilus is one of the oldest fossils in the world. It's like millions and millions of years old, right? It's a tough nut to crack, right? Like it's really hard to crack this. And it's just like you're like, this is your mind, this is your heart kind of thing. And you're just like, but I really want to do this. I really want to meet somebody. So I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to do it. But it's like, then you get hurt, and then it's just this forever, like this, like, oh, it's like a round and round. It's like you just continue doing the same thing over and over again. You're not really learning from your lessons, because I don't want to call them mistakes, because they're not mistakes. Because it's amazing that you actually do this, that you actually go out there and you meet these people. It's amazing. But there's a little part of you that's not as feeling void and numb. And man or woman, whatever, but woman of light is like you feel very, it's almost like you lost your empowerment. Like you've lost your spark, right? You lost a little bit of the light inside of you. It's the love reading, but you got some light here. And I feel like this is the group that is that you're out there and you're looking for love. It could be there could be a group also that has found love online, and you're still feeling these things, right? With this current partner. If you're single, it's the same idea, right? But it doesn't have, you don't have to be online, because I'm not a person that goes online. So it could be that you're just feeling alone, like you're feeling the emotions of this, right? You're feeling, well, I mean, it's understandable to feel like this in this kind of time, in this time, right? That you'd feel these emotions. And you're like trying to help yourself, your well-being, but it's like you're trying to, like, by dating and by trying and socializing online, it's like you're trying to help your well-being, and it's great what you're doing. It's amazing. But for a lot of you, it's just like overwhelming. But there's some of you that it's like even saying that it's okay to feel like this. But you know, like, imagine, I like this card. It's like, remember who you are, and remember that love is going to come to you. Just keep telling yourself that about what is it that you want with love. Stop trying so hard. Maybe just remember that you're a blessed human being, right? You're a blessed light in a human body. You're a blessed human. So why don't you trust, you know? Why don't you just trust in yourself like she does? And again, she's in this kind of nautilus shape thing. So trust in yourself, like put your wings on and allow whatever may happen. Regardless if this person lives in Colombia, or regardless if this person lives in Spain, or I don't know why I'm taking like Spanish countries, but regardless if this person lives in Vietnam, you know, it's and a little bit is like, stop getting so worked up in your head about it, right? Stop, like, release it. Release the mental angst and just let it go, and just do what you want to do. There's just this like this feeling of like anxiety. Because both parties want intimacy. Obviously, if you're together, looking for things, trust yourself. That's all I see. Like, trust yourself as the light. Because you're strong, warrior of light. You're strong. You have like so much energy. You're all, you can attract anything that you want in your life. You have that power to do that. But it comes from belief. It comes from knowing. It comes from being blessed. All right, pile number 2. So, what have we come here? So some of you are online dating and you're feeling hopeless and lonely still because it's going nowhere, but there's hope because you are blessed. Just let go of the stress of it all, let go of the anxiety of it all. Just let it go from your mind and just be, right? Be you though. Be who you are. Not don't pretend to be someone. Just be who you are. If you don't feel like talking, you don't talk. If you don't feel like responding right away, you don't. Just be who you are, and things will just start to flow. If you're in a relationship and it's going really well, there is this, and it's like a long distance relationship. There's this feeling of hopelessness as well, just because it's such a long distance and because we're not traveling as much nowadays. Again, it's like, remember that you're a blessed light being. You're like a miraculous being of light, and things will happen the way they're supposed to happen. But listen to your inner knowing, listen to your higher self. If you speak to them, listen to them, her or him. Listen to yourself, listen to your heart in this. Because when it comes to love, go ahead and use your imagination, but remember that you are a man or woman of light. And what does that mean? Is that you are full of healing energy and shine. You got this. I love you, and I'll see you in the light pile. Hello, pile number 3. For those of you who picked the pink calcite, this is a beautiful stone and symbolizes love, compassion, and forgiveness. And it helps you let go of experiences from the past that made you feel fearful or grief. It's super pretty, the stone, right? All right, so let's see what pile number 3. This one had a lot too. Yes, I think so. Here we go. This one, 2 of these came out actually. I love you, plain and simple, which is sweet. And this one, what does this say? An in-flight message. Oh, cute. I love you. For all of us traveling. Okay. Talent. Maybe someone's a pilot out there. Let's see what else there is. 6 of Pentacles, which is giving and receiving. 8 of Pentacles, which is dedicated effort. 6 of Swords, healing begins. It's very nice. The Ancient Ones, beautiful. The Pearl Threaded, interesting. Poised. Chaos and conflict. Interesting. See this like this? Yeah. All right. So I love you, plain and simple, in flight. I'm like, obviously my first instinct is that some of you here have met your husband or your wife or your partner. in a plane, on vacation, while you on travel, or maybe you're single and you might meet someone while you're traveling, even though I know it's like everything's locked down, but there's still people traveling. So, and traveling doesn't have to be that you're like going across the country. It could be within your city, right? You're going to nature, you're going to the mountain, you're going to the beach. So talent, interesting. Again, it could be, or it could be that you're traveling for a talent that you have, which is what could be, or it could, like, there's like, this is a work hard, like hard working thing, giving and receiving. It could be that you're volunteering somewhere, or he is or she is, or you're like a musician, a dancer, or you're a healer, or you have something like a profession that heals or helps people or guides people, and you're needing to travel for that, and maybe you will meet someone. That's possible. That's like a possibility. Yeah, because a lot of this is interesting. I see a lot of dance here, movement somehow. And it's interesting the chaos and conflict that came out here, but that's just what's happening today, I guess. Or it could be that you are dating someone long distance and there's that feeling of, because of this chaos and conflict that's happening outside, it's hard for you guys to meet. And it's interesting because that the pearl threaded is, you know, that's you, that's your partner or your friend or whatever, and there's that thread that's connecting you, but yet you're far from each other. There's like the ancient ones is super beautiful. It almost, you're being guided by your ancestors. I just feel like this has a lot to do with the long distance relationships. Could be that you're here, even if you're in the same country or in the same house or in the same city. There's like a bond between the two of you that is poetic in a sense. Like this healing begins. Like the Six of Swords again in the regular deck, the traditional deck, is it's like someone who gets on a boat and is going away. But this is the love, the psychic tarot of the heart, so everything is related to love, and for him it's like the healing begins, but the healing begins because you're leaving and you're going somewhere else for it to begin again. So I'm strongly feeling like this group there is a long distance relationship involved, or if you're single then you will meet someone long distance. These readings are timeless, so whenever you get this, it could resonate for you, but even if you're watching it now, it might happen for you in like a month or 2 months, right? We never know. These are just guidances that I'm getting from my spirit team. But this is like, I love this, the way this it's like the threading of a necklace, of a pearl necklace, right? And it's just like one and one, and in each flower, so representing each entity, each body, each human. And you're stringing the relationship, right? So it could also be you're stringing along the relationship. I don't feel like that. I feel like you're putting the relationship is coming together, but you're like apart. Like you're strong, you're strengthening your relationship even though you're apart. Like the pearl is wisdom, the pearl is precious, right? it's expensive. So expensive in the sense that it means that you're worthy. This relationship is worthy of working on. So like it doesn't have to be long distance, but it could be here, like you're together, like I said. But there is some form of travel. So either you've met while traveling or you love to travel together. It could be that. But there's a lot of healing that's going to start happening in this present time. It's like poised, you know, you're poised. You're like ready. You're ready to go. You're ready to put in the work, which is interesting because right on top of each other. You're ready to put in this work. I love that these came out like this now, because 6, the giving and receiving is that, right? And they have this light in their hands, right? Like these, like the chakra. This is the heart chakra. This is the throat chakra. So it's like love and communication, and this is the third eye, which is intuition, seeing clearly. And this is the solar plexus, which is strength and power and being fearless. So it's powerful, this message, actually. It's you're coming together as a partnership. You're bringing together each. It's like I'm feeling sorry. I'm just feeling like it's very powerful. Actually, there's like you're loving, you're speaking. Like the communication is beautiful in this relationship. You're it's a strong bond. You're a powerful couple. And maybe if you've had, if you, even if you're long distance, there's like the ancestors coming and saying, don't worry about it. Like one day you will come together. And even if it's not a long distance relationship, but I feel like you've been through a lot. It's like this is like metaphoric, kind of like the flight. Like maybe you separated, or you're a bit distant in your relationship, and now the healing is beginning. Now you're coming together again. Now you're restringing the pearl necklace, and through hard work. Like you've been dedicated to each other to do this together. And bravo and kudos to both of you. So if you're single, there is, I feel like you will either meet someone who is from a foreign land, or you will meet someone while you're traveling. But either way, I feel like love is definitely in the cards in this one. But not only love, it's just like a very powerful connection. Wow. Okay. So, pile 3. I hope you love this one. I hope this resonated. I'd love to hear comments about the love. Like again, like I said, I'd love to hear what you think about love, and any comments would be great. So now we're off to the light. I'll see you soon. Hello, my beautiful warriors of love and light, and welcome to pile 1 in the light pick a cards. So pile number 1, you have whoever picked the amethyst. The amethyst is good if you want to awaken your third eye, which is awakening your intuition. It's also great if you want to remember your dreams. You can put this under your pillow, and the next morning, boom, your dreams are remembered. You pick the 7th ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. It's the 44 card. It's a good luck number. This card, in its essence, is the push. It's the energy of how we're feeling right now on Earth. It's this push and pull between the old and the new. It's the release of the old patterns and old behaviors and adopting the new. The life that has been and can no longer continue in that form, and the new life that wants to evolve from the old. So let me read a little bit from the book, because I just got this in and I love this light worker oracle deck. The seventh ray also creates from invisible, intangible spiritual energy. These are the inspired solutions and synchronicities that seem to come out of nowhere. They are signs of the divine order happening. The seventh ray brings in alignment with that divine order, and the more you are willing to invoke and allow that energy to bless you, the more your life will align itself with the genius of creativity, solutions, and loving opportunities the universe wants to bring to your world. Wow. There may be an increased interest in magic, ceremony, and ritual for healing purposes. Resonating with high frequency, violet light, and the Archangel Zadkiel, the seventh ray also helps transmute energy from lower to higher frequency. It is a spiritual cleansing agent that allows the truth of spiritual freedom, empowerment, and choice to be seen and felt, restoring hope and joy to the heart. Wow. So anyways, we'll see what else there is to be said here, but obviously there is an indication that some of you out there are interested in the esoteric studies. Let's see. Six of Wands, victory, justice, Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles, leap, and this is from the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. Mahavatar Babaji, soul expansion. Your consciousness is expanding. You understand the connections between all things. That makes sense. Whoever picked this card is going through a little bit of a transition, because the Five of Pentacles is in the traditional tarot, it's hardship and struggle, and it's coming out of hardship and struggle kind of thing. And here it's the moons are inside and they're still inside, and they should be coming out kind of thing, right? So you're in this transition, you're in the 3D, let's say, and you're wanting to get to the 5D. And if you don't understand that, then it's like you're in this this matrix, you're like dealing with all this conflict and everything, but you're not feeling it. It's not who you want to be anymore. And so you're sitting in meditation sometimes, and maybe you're not sitting in meditation, but you're sitting and you're not enjoying this conflict here. You're wanting to expand your consciousness, which is what he is here to do for you. Right? Okay, this is interesting. I like this, because the Justice card comes in and tells me that you're almost like you're one step in, one step out. You're almost like you're balancing. You're almost fighting with yourself. Like, do I really want to believe about the light, and do I really want to believe that there's actually that I'm a light being, and that I am there is a new earth? Or do I want to just stay in the old way, in the normal way, which there won't ever be a normal way? But if I want to just stay in this, what I think, in the box that I've lived in for all of my life, which is this box, right? It's the comfortable box. I want to just stay in my cocoon, even though there's these these are the lower consciousnesses, like the fears, the guilt, the manipulation, the anxiety, the stress that keeps us here because we're afraid of moving into this, right? We're afraid of moving into the light. And that's maybe where you are, pile one, number one. You're trying to balance your life. You're trying to figure out what it is that you believe in. You're like being bombarded on the news all the time. So we're always being bombarded by with all these different like conspiracy theories, this and that, and you're wanting to believe, you're wanting to stick with what you know and what you've known your whole life, but inside you there's something brewing. There's something like, yo, maybe you need to start listening to your inner self, and maybe it's time to take that leap, right? You go first, the universe will catch you. So it's time to take the leap into this unknown world that you think is unknown, but it really is a known world. Once you get there, you'll understand what I'm saying. And because the universe is saying, we're going to catch you, and everyone else is saying, we're going to catch you too. Don't worry about it. And if you're interested in like pursuing this and understanding more of this, then there's a lot of people to reach out to. You can reach out to Essence Divine. You can reach out to a whole bunch of spiritual groups out there that will help you. And they won't force any of their opinions on you. They'll just fill you in on what they know. And you, again, because you have free will and sovereignty, you can choose whatever path you want to take. But the Six of Wands is like a victory card, right? It's like, see all these, they're like going away. They're in the light because they dissolve. Because once we go into the new earth, there is no more fear. There's no more anxiety. There's none of this heavy emotions, these thoughts, these beliefs, these programs in our mind that have been conditioned, right? There's no more of this. There's victory. Like she says it perfectly well here. It's victorious. And it's, oh, this is really pretty. It's like this is where you are maybe now, right? This is the 3D, this is the 4D, and this is the 5D kind of thing. This is where we are in the matrix. We're like, oh, I don't know, I'm really comfortable. I'm like, I want to be here. I'm comfortable here because I've only known this for the past 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years, right? But then you're like, I don't know. This sounds like or you're just listening to yourself. You're listening to your resonance. You're listening to your heart. You're listening to, because moving forward, it's less mind, it's more heart. The love and the light. The love is connected to the light. Powerful. Love it. So if you're feeling this push and pull, this tug of war a bit with your own consciousness, with your own inner self, right? It's okay. And it's beautiful, and it's welcome it. Like, take this leap because there's a support system that you can't believe out there. Because it's time to get outside of this comfort zone. Because the next comfort zone is even more comfortable. And that I can guarantee. And there's lots of spirit teams around you. There's lots of angels around you. There's your guides. Everyone has that. Every single human has this on earth. It's up to you to give them permission to come in and help you. And they will help you as you make this leap. As you make this jump into this new normal, into this newer world. I love this reading. Okay, pile number one. Like I said, reach out to people around you. You're not crazy. We've been told we're crazy for a long, long time. You're not crazy. You can do this. We're in this together. We are all a big soul family together. You got this. And you know, like, if I want to take it outside of this thing, it could also be that you're wanting to start a business or do a job that's outside of your comfort zone, right? It could be anything. It could be something that's outside of your comfort zone. It could be a relationship. It could be a job. It could be like just doing a hobby that's not comfortable with you. Like I took it to the like other level of light, since it's a light reading. But it could be anything you want. But in this card, it's like it's okay to find that balance. But it's almost recommending you get out of your comfort little zone. Come out of your little box and take the leap, because the universe, God, source, however you want to speak of it or him or what her, they are always there for you. Always. They will always have your back. Always, always, always. All right, pal number one. Love you, and I'll see you next time. Hello, pal number two. For those of you who picked this beautiful rutilated quartz, I'd love to tell you a little bit about it. Rutilated quartz is one of the most powerful healing crystals that draws off or wards off negative energy. So I would say I keep this with me every day. It's in my pocket, in my purse, it's always with me. And it actually helps. So let's see what your pal number twos have. The orbs of light. I love that. So we have the Three of Cups. Beautiful. The Ace of Pentacles. The Nine of Cups. Whoa, look at this energy. The Magician. The Ten of Wands. Gaia. Oh, beautiful. The Divine Director. Wow. The Age of Light. Perfect. You've been training this for lifetimes. Heck yeah. Deep replenishment. Retreat, rest, be held. Oh. Wow, this is a powerful reading. You light warriors. I mean, everything is super positive here. Orbs of light is, I don't know if you've ever been in your home or outside or anywhere you are, and all of a sudden you see these little like balls of light, like, you know, they're like bubbles kind of, like the ones that you would blow out of those toys back in the day. They look like little but tiny, not big bubbles. I mean, if you see big orbs of light, then good for you. But there's a lot of that means it's like your elementals are coming around you. They're like usually fairies around you, and they're giving you a message. But it could also be orbs of light that are your angels, your spirit team that's around you, and they're just giving you a message. And in the time that you see these orbs of light, it could also be like lights that you wake up to, and you see like light in your room, or it's just any form of light, good for you, because that's a message coming to you. So however you're feeling in that moment is a moment to reflect. Are you feeling sad? Then that orb of light is there to help you and heal you and say, we got you. We're hugging you or embracing you. If you're in a great mood, then the orb of light is there to say, yes, continue your mood, continue it, right? In this little reading here, it's like boom, because Three of Cups is about celebration. It's all about harmony. The Ace of Pentacles is about a new beginning, a new project that you're working on, money coming into you, material wealth, material stability, abundance. It could be love, it could be everything, right? But usually the Ace of Pentacles is like things. The Nine of Cups is harmony again. It's like the Magician is manifesting what you want. It's like creating a reality that is abundant and prosperous and full of love and full of peace and harmony, and however you want to, whatever it is that you want to manifest in your life. The Ten of Wands, Ten of Wands is releasing the burdens. It's like you're carrying a lot of this low vibe energy with you. The fears, the anxieties, all these things. You're carrying all this weight on you, and it's just like boom, bye bye. No, we don't need this anymore, because everything that we're doing here is for Gaia, right? Our light that we're carrying in our body is, our mission is to pull Gaia, Mother Earth, up to the next dimension, the fifth dimension. Or it's just, we're here to heal her. We're here to heal her planet with our life force, which is our light. And the divine director is, know that you're being guided, happiness is your purpose. But the divine director he is in charge of the Akashic records. And those are our past lifetimes. He's here to help you go through these transitions right now. Go through this conflict and this chaos, and letting you know that he's here and he's guiding you. So beautiful. The age of light, you've been training this for lifetime. Yes, we have. Yes. This is what we're doing. I realize that a lot of people, some people that are watching this are not 100% aware of when I'm talking to you. Oh yeah, we've been training this for lifetimes in our past life and the Akashic records, and you're like, what the hell are you talking about? And this is a perfect time for you to ask questions, leave comments, ask us questions. What is it you're talking about? And we'll explain things to you. Or you just continue watching these readings, and I always do a little blurb in front of at the beginning of the readings, so to explain a little bit about what we're talking about. And you can even just Google it at this point, right? You can, but we are here for you, and we want to help you. So in this whole process of ascension, this whole process of transition to a new earth for this lovely goddess. And it's just a beautiful, anyways, so that is like the gist of the cards. But in this pile number 3, what I'm seeing is wherever you're in life, whatever you're doing in life right now, whether you're just starting a relationship, whether you're starting a new project, whether it's business, whether it's school, whether you're deciding to go on this new path, any new path that you could think of, whatever it is, you're releasing it. You're releasing something old, and you're going into this new avenue and this new path, new journey, and whatever that is for you, it's successful for you. It's going to bring you happiness, like endless, because of this Magician, because of this Ace. The 9 of Cups is the happiest card in the deck, in the Minor Arcana. It's beautiful, and you have the support of Mother Earth, and you have him. He's gonna guide you through this, and you're a being of light. And basically, it's time. Like all of this is saying is right now is that whatever you went through in your past, or even if you're going through a little bit of a hard time right now, you have no need to worry, because things are coming and it's looking beautiful and bright for you. And what they need you to do is to rest and retreat. Go within. Things will work out for you. Of course, you could be proactive, right? But at the same time, that's not where we're going. It's not necessary to be always on the go and multitask this and that. It's not necessary, because light is here for you. And when you understand the power of the light, because it's not only like your spirit team and your guides that are here for you, you are a powerful light. And this, when you recognize this, when you understand how powerful you are and how you can heal yourself and how you can heal others, you will retreat and rest. you will replenish your soul, because we are heading into miraculous times. We're heading into a new history. If you can understand that, then you will, once you continue watching these readings. We are here for her. We are her servants almost, and we're doing it with pleasure, because we volunteer to come down here to help Mother Earth. And helping Mother Earth is by shining your light, illuminating your soul. But like I said, in this reading, if you're, all that is just going over your head, just so you know, it's all like harmony. It's like material wealth, abundance coming to you. Harmony again, like anything you desire is coming to you. Peace, love, light. You're guided. It's a beautiful read. This is one of the most beautiful reads I've seen in a long time. All right. So, on that note, keep the energy high. Keep your vibrations high, because love, abundance, anything you desire can be yours. Believe in your light. I love you, and I will see you in the next reading. Hello, for those of you who picked pile 3 in the selenite one, the selenite one represents spiritual purity, light, and connection to the angelic realms. It's actually one of the most sacred crystals throughout history. It's derives from the Greek goddess Selene, which is the goddess of the moon. It's actually a good it helps to charge other crystals too, so you can always keep it next to other crystals. All right, pile number 3, let's see what we have. We have Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge. This is where we going. Okay, 9 of Swords. Okay. Swords. 4 of Cups. The Page of Pentacles. Paul the Venetian. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. Interesting. This is from the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards. This is from the Work Your Light. Yes. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Warrior Woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? Okay then. Interesting. But it makes a lot of sense actually. I'm going to read to you what the Ascension, the Rainbow Bridge means, because I just got this deck and I understand it for what it means, but for me, I want to just see what it means if I'm missing out on something else. So this oracle brings an additional message from Spirit. Hold on, Ascension can be a wild ride. Anything is possible. The past is not an indicator. The future is not set. This is a moment to cultivate your deepest feelings of spiritual love and peace. Simply allow the genius of life to flow through you in whatever way it chooses. During Ascension, your life can change quite dramatically. The Rainbow Bridge empowers us to rise from our reality into another. Even if your outer world doesn't change radically, internally, you will feel as though you are living a different life. Eventually, the physical world changes will follow. Enjoy crossing the Rainbow Bridge into new consciousness, dear one. You have everything you need. You are ready for this. It is meant to be. Okay. Well, this is an interesting reading because as the Ascension process is a super beautiful process, we all know that in this whole process, we are experiencing this, which is the 9 of Swords, which is angst and like terror, or even like fears, right? All these lower base consciousnesses, they've been creeping up and they've been weighing on us, and they're there, right? And we know it because we've been experiencing this. This is just like the process of coming out of the matrix and releasing this old patterns and behaviors and beliefs and thoughts. And the same with the Four of Cups. It's that idea of like weighing down on us. But the Four of Cups, the interesting thing about the Four of Cups is, see, like here, there's one cup that's down and 3 cups are up. So in the traditional tarot, the Four Cup, there's always like source nudging you, saying, we got your back. We got your back regardless of this feeling here. And the Page of Crystals is like, it's okay. You're going on the right path. Don't worry about it. Just keep going forward. Establish these boundaries, set these boundaries, because yes, as light beings, you're shining a lot of light, and you don't want negative energies coming towards you. You cannot be fighting or warring with other people at this moment, because we are in this ascension process, and our energy is necessary and is needed for Mother Earth. We need to remember our warrior in ourselves. Paul the Venetian is, here we go. Whatever creative ideas you're having at this time, they're inspired by the divine. Paul the Venetian is here to help you channel your gifts. You may have felt blocked or held back in the past, but now it's time to recognize how talented you really are. Follow your bliss and share your grace. Your creativity is a gift to the world, and as you share it with all those around you, you make space in your heart for goodness to enter. Recognize your gifts today and express your creative self in a way that suits you. Okay, so now I told you the first part of the light. I'm going to tell you another scenario, which I'm understanding with this creativity. So maybe you started a project, maybe a creative endeavor, maybe you just started painting again, maybe you started writing again, maybe you started singing or dancing again, and you fell short, right? Because this is why this feeling is coming here, and you're beating yourself up because you're not good enough. Oh, you used to be better. Oh, what is wrong with me? Why am I feeling this way, right? And again, you're feeling this. You're just putting this stress on yourself, really, because the angels are not putting any of the stress on you. Your guides are not putting any stress on you. The universe definitely is not putting the stress on you. You're putting this on you. And maybe the boundaries card comes in. Maybe you need to set boundaries. Maybe you're allowing other people to come in and give their opinions about you, about your work, about your whatever it is that you have, that you're doing. And you're allowing this energy to come in. But it's like, no, right? If you're proud of what you're doing, if you love what you're doing, then it's for you to continue doing what you're doing. It's not for anyone else to tell you how to be. It's not for anyone else to say, oh, this is better and that is no, because that is their life and this is your life. So believe in your path and continue going on it. Like there's a light at the crown of her head, right? It's because she's divinely guided. She's connected to Source. Source has your back. So whatever it is that you want to do, then go ahead and do it. Because you are a warrior of love and light. You're a warrior of love and light. Man, woman, whatever. You're a warrior. You know what to do. You know how to cut through the bullshit. You know how to stand tall. And you stand in your power. And you communicate however you want to communicate. Because baby, you're on an ascension path. It's the Rainbow Bridge. Take, sorry, take that bridge. Take that creativity that you have, or take whatever it is. If maybe it's like, is it a relationship here? It could be a relationship. And you're having to be creative about your relationship, your friendship or whatever, but you're having to, like, this is the boundary. The card is the one that's setting me off here, because maybe you need to like set boundaries for all that's coming towards you, for all that negative, for lack of a better word, comments or opinions or advice that's coming towards you. It's like, you are the warrior. It's your journey, and it's okay to feel these things. It's okay that you're feeling this, and it's fine. But know that you're being divinely guided at every step of the way that you are at, because you are the light. You have the light within you, within every chakra inside you. You're perfectly aligned. You're a connection to source. As you cross over this bridge, right, into whatever it is that you want, which it could be the fifth dimension that you're thinking about, but it also could be your ideal job, your ideal relationship, your ideal self. Know that these energies are being put aside. You're going to overcome these energies, because you are the warrior. Love it. All right, pile number 3. I hope this resonated with you. Again, I'm always around. I'll be setting up new pick a card readings all month long. So watch for us every day or every second day. I love you, and remember to be the warrior.